It's a 1 in 4
The
chance.
string just came out.
Just so you guys know, I had to start a second stream because OBS kept disconnecting and then it ended the session.
Oh.
But I think it's
Oh,
YouTube that's
alright.
having problems. So
Okay. How late did people want to go? Because it is 10 or very close to 10.
I'm probably not going to be able to make it much longer.
Okay, because this is a good place to wrap it up as you two find a way off the cliffs, probably having to go back out of town and around back down the road. And Rin is able to
Loot the
get
bodies.
Cudgel and her lieutenant
For clues.
yeah, the distraction was a good one, guys. Thumbs up.
Docker's backpack had bowling balls in it instead of balloons.
Yep. You definitely get back to the regiment and stay with them long enough for her to get what she's organizing together. So she explains to the regiment, and you see them. They're a pack of scrappy mercenaries. They do not look as trained as what you saw the night before. So, I mean, in your untrained opinion, they're not going to have much of a chance, but you know, they seem ready to fight because they don't know what they're up against. She's hoping, as she talks to her lieutenant and a couple of the more experienced men, that if they put up enough of a show of force, they can convince the dragon army that Wagner's not worth the trouble. And then as they march south toward the town, she sets up a command tent near the gate, near this gate here, so that she can get a messenger to and from the village quickly. And then she comes back in with you to check in on how the town is doing. After you get down off the cliffs there, you get basically the benefits of a short rest if you want to spend any hit dice as you regroup with the rest of the town. And the mayor rings the bell to gather the townsfolk in the city center. Let's go to... Do I have a city center? I guess I do, right here. Can you see that? I'm not going to put tokens on there if you can see it. But basically the mayor calls everyone together around the town square. The Kingfisher Festival decorations are still covering the village with this festive stage that now feels way out of place. The people are gathered in a very somber kind of mood as the mayor gets up on the stage. She says, "People of Vogler, as you may have heard, a dangerous army is headed for us. The Ironclad Regiment will do what it can to defend us, but we must be ready to flee." There's a hushed, stunned silence that spreads across the crowd, which quickly turns into shouts of frustration and some anger. And then you see Lord Baccharis and his son actively saying, "This is heresy! Surely we can buy them off! We're not leaving this town! Right, folks?" And people cheer, "Yeah!" It's like, "No, this is our town! We'll defend it with our lives! Right, folks? Yeah!" It's like, all right. And the mayor is quickly losing control of the wrong side of the political spectrum, let's say. You can see some of the people are ready to, the ones with children are already ready to go pack their stuff. But you've got those independent guys, those tough types, the fishermen folks and stuff, that are looking like they'd rather grab pitchforks and
Well,
fight.
let them join the mercenaries. That's their choice.
Oh boy. I am not charismatic.
Well, that's why a lot of these say
Any of us
persuasion or
are.
intimidation.
I had ideas, but
Which is also charisma.
yeah.
I mean, it can be. You can substitute strength for intimidation.
I could do either.
What about
I'll do
Constitution?
No, you can't
Just
substitute.
mass.
All right.
Look
Well,
at me eat this poison. Does that intimidate you?
I'm going to try to get myself some advantage out of this,
Okay.
and I am going to shapeshift into a direwolf and howl as loudly as I
shit.
can.
All right. Give me an intimidation with advantage, and you can use strength. So if you have if you're not trained in it, you could just roll strength and roll a d20 and add your strength bonus, or roll 2 d20s and add your strength bonus.
Wolf, what's your strength? There we go.
How many times a day can you shapeshift?
I can shapeshift twice.
This is a new day anyway.
To a short rest, and then I can use spell slots as a moon druid to do more.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That must be new too, huh?
Oh, you fucking serious?
I feel like there was something
Well.
that would let you. There was a way to
You
use
rolled
spell slots for wild shape.
Oh, 4 plus 3. Yeah, okay.
Well,
so
just so you know, my primary goal wasn't intimidation anyway. The intimidation
Okay.
was to get their attention. But
Oh. Well, you get their attention. The shapeshifting gets their attention.
I was gonna say sorry. I am not a speaker, but I can't say his name now.
Are you
Habakkuk,
speaking from the wolf?
yes. Habakkuk has
Oh, God.
spoken to me, and you are all in danger. We must flee. The gods have returned, both good and bad.
Even the mayor is shocked. Even though she had that conversation with you this morning, she kind of seizes the moment, turns to the crowd, and says, "See, this is what the gods have sent us. A sign. We have an opportunity now. We must seize it."
We should listen to that sign then and flee.
Between you can generally get the atmosphere of the crowd to start leaning more toward being ready to flee. She will take a moment to talk to you, Docker. She says, "You're a sailor, right? Your people are shipworthy.
Yeah.
Could you check and see if we have enough ships for 400 people?"
Sure. You mean taking them the entire way, or
Preferably, yes. If we can get everyone to the safety of the walls of Kalaman, there's a solemnic order there. We can protect everyone inside.
Sure, I'll do it.
Excellent. All right. I will
Also-
stop because I see I'm losing Jamie and probably Brian.
Sorry, Joe.
I was going to try to
Also-
finish this page, but there's a few more rolls and things to do, so I can hold it.
That's what
Go
she
ahead.
said.
Chris?
I'm sorry to roll without saying anything, but also Docker will kind of be trying to help Rin and kind of saying, "Look, if you don't know how to fight, you'll only get in the way. So unless you can beat me in a fight, you'd better get going."
Intimidation.
Yeah, that is intimidation. The Bakaris is kind of shut up between the direwolf and the raging minotaur. You've gotten the impression from talking to them before. I don't know if you remember, those two were the ones who were kind of disrupting the funeral too. They like to be loud and be heard, but like most bullies, it feels like a little pushback and they will shut up. But they're maintaining a persona that they've established. So they quickly disappear in the crowd. They don't help, but they're not scene, so you assume that if anything they're packing or whatever. Docker, you can head down to the coastline, and I would like you to make a survival. Actually, no, don't make that. Because this one, it takes you an hour inspecting all the ships in the wharf, and there's enough ships for 200 people. There are options to create more. You've noticed half this town is made out of boats. As well as the ferry system, which is a series of small boats chained together. And you also assume that in a town like this, there's probably a lot of not currently in working order boats. So there are a few different ways you could handle getting enough boats for 400 people. But I think we can stop right here. You can think about that. And then when we start next time, I'll start going down the... or you can tell me what you want to try to do, and we'll see what the roles are. Because each of these things has a different role. All right. You can stop the second stream. Just label them as part